Hello, and welcome to this edition of Wolves Weekly, joined again by head baseball coach Jeremiah Robbins. Jeremiah's coming off a big weekend, 4-game sweep of Central Washington, led the Wolves to their 9th straight GNAC title and 10th overall. Jeremiah, tell us a little bit about this weekend. Had very dramatic games.
Good weekend for our kids. Obviously it was senior weekend for us, and then we had our dugout club barbecue going on, so a lot of different events going on, and our kids stayed focused against a very good team in Central Washington and scrapped and clawed and found a way to get that GNAC title again and wrap up a 4-game series sweep. So very proud of our efforts this weekend. I look back to the week of how we prepared for the week. We had no opportunities to get outside going into this 4-game series, so and it showed a little bit, but we found a way, and it was good for our kids and good for our seniors.
And obviously wins are always important, but you guys got some big individual performances along the weekend. Had some good pitching performances, highlighted by Jake Pettit in Game 3, 6-game, complete game shutout. Tell us a little bit about what happened there with him.
Jake did a good job coming off of the doubleheader sweep over at Salem Kaiser Stadium and then coming back to our yard. Obviously he has a lot of pride in his performance and went out there and absolutely dominated for 9 innings. Did a good job, had probably some of the better velocity he's had all season, pitched to both sides of the plate, kept the ball down. Jake he's had a very good senior year for us, coming off of a very good junior year for us. He'll be missed big time next year when he leaves the program, but he just did a great job. Kept us in it the whole game, kept them off the board, and allowed our hitters to have some time to adjust. Central threw a left-handed pitcher against us that we hadn't seen all year from them, and it took us a bit to adjust, but tip my hat to our hitters. We found a way.
And along those same lines, you had some big hits by some good performances by your hitters. Kyle Bowe had a fantastic weekend, and Daniel Dillard came up with a couple big hits along the way too. Tell us a little bit about Bowe's performance both on Saturday and on Sunday.
Bo's been doing a phenomenal job all year. We played a lot of road games this year, so to be back home and have our home fans be able to see what he does consistently on the road also was nice for him. He's done a phenomenal job for us moving to that third base spot this year. Made some great plays. He can run the bases. He's got some pop in his bat. He's just had a great year, and I look for him to continue playing baseball past this year. He's just done a phenomenal job. Great kid, great in the classroom, on track for graduation. He'll be another one of those guys that we're going to miss big time, just because when he walks in, you know what you're going to get out of it. So I was proud of his efforts this weekend for sure.
And Daniel Dillard had a pretty big homer for you in the final game of that one, going down 2-0. You guys were down 2-0.
Yeah, Daniel is, he is one of the few hitters that we've had come through that are true power hitters. He can run a ball out at any yard we play at. The one that he hit yesterday was a big home run in distance and meaning in the game to tie the game up there. But Daniel is a guy that he competes when he's in that batter's box, and he does a very good job. Has tremendous pop in his bat, and I look for him to even do more next year as he's kind of fine-tuning his skills throughout our season, and then understanding the power that he does have. And he's a big-time prospect for the next level also, and has done a phenomenal job for us. Another guy that is just doing a stand-up job in the classroom too.
And you always kind of remember the last game is the one that's most on your mind, but I was pretty impressed on senior day to see 2 seniors kind of come up with your game-winning run at the end. Cesar Lopez getting on base, going to second on a balk, and then Jason Mosby coming up with a big hit to score him. That was pretty impressive from my eyes. I mean, nice way to end the field that we have out there, the WOU turf field that we have right now.
Yeah.
So, and over the weekend, Kyle Bowe did earn GNAC Co-Player of the Week for his performance. So tell us a little bit. You have one more series in the GNAC going forward. Tell us a little bit about your trip up to St. Martin's and what you're doing to keep you guys focused.
Well, finishing off the year, we got to continue to keep this thing rolling. We got 4 tough games up there at St. Martin's. Short turnaround. It's a Thursday-Friday series up there. So we got to regroup. I'll give them today off, and then we'll be back hopefully out on the field Tuesday, Wednesday, and then get on the bus Thursday morning and head up and play a couple doubleheaders and see what happens at the end here. I think as you look at our body of work, this is a very impressive season that we've had. The kids have competed very well. We've had a lot of road games, a lot of kind of freak injuries in and out throughout the season, and guys have battled and stayed with it. I was proud of their efforts this weekend. That I hopefully that intensity and that competitiveness carries over to our last 4 games. We're still in the hunt to do something in the postseason. But like we've said all along, they're going to take the teams that have won the most, and we need to continue our winning ways, continue our good Wolves baseball. And as you look back at your season and where we started to where we're at now, it's pretty phenomenal what these kids have done. I think we've been blessed with some very good kids in our program. I'm proud of them, and I look forward to getting back up there to St. Martin's.
Fantastic. And Coach Jeremiah Robbins always preaches the team concept, and maybe nothing is more impressive this year than winning 20 straight games in the conference. They also set the Wolves single season record with 55 home runs, and you've had a couple individuals right there on the edges of records. Dillard with his 15th home run of the year, as we mentioned, in the 6th inning of Game 4 of the series, and Grant Glover tying the GNAC record for a hitting streak with hitting in 26 consecutive games. So we'll look forward to seeing the Wolves keep this rolling, and thank you all for joining us on this edition of Wolves Week.